Well, here's what Saul Alinsky said in Rules for Radicals: a good a strategy for your organization is a fun strategy. Like a good strategy is a fun strategy. Like if you can have fun, I think people will find that your side is funny. This is also why I want to do this podcast, because I see a lot of left-wing people incapable of fun, like just being fucking weird and frivolous. Just be fucking frivolous. Just say things, get in trouble, and enjoy the chaos. Just to have fun.
I definitely think that's something where on the left we have self-policed in a way that makes it impossible to, you can't really cut loose or whatever. There's a lot of leftist spaces that are explicit, like no fun zones.
Well, I remember in one of the first episodes we did where I likened drag queens to clowns.
Yeah, and I said, hey, maybe don't make that particular comparison. Right. I guess I'm guilty.
What it ended up being is that there is some nuance. There's some nuance. You can absolutely say drag queens are likened to clowns, because apparently what we learned from that episode is that there is a category of drag that is like the clown category.
Yeah, but that's just a particular characters, right? That's not. Why are you taking this? Is such a weird one to resurrect.
I'm breaking a point. So, what my point with this is that, in hindsight, I realized there's some insulting element there, right? But I should say that, and then get in trouble, and then we'll discuss it, and then we'll learn and grow as people.
Well, that's what happened. I mean, that's what happened, right? Is we talked about it. We got input from we got input from Trani, right away, of course, and then I don't know. I don't think
we ended up even consulting ChatGPT.
Well, that's the word. Don't do that. Using AI.
It was your suggestion.
Yeah, because
it was actually your suggestion.
Yes, no, that is not fair. Why was it my suggestion?
I don't know, because
at the time, the only way when anything would come up, you would immediately go ask ChatGPT what it thought about it. Since then, that tendency has been reduced. But at the time, it seemed like the only way it could get you to believe anything is if ChatGPT said it. That's why I brought it up. So it's not really fair to say I was the one who suggested it. That's true. But if you go back and listen to what I said at the time, I actually at the time was laughing about how I was like, watch this. All right. Let's ask ChatGPT and then we'll see what
it ended up kind of agreeing with me a little bit, because it gave some examples of clown drag.
Right, but that's also that's true. That was also the model of ChatGPT that was like telling people like, yeah, actually, you should commit suicide. That would be the smart thing to do.
No,
that was the model of ChatGPT that would agree with anything you told it, right? I mean,
here's the thing. Again, as you said, we've done a bit too much self-police. We should have this discussion. On the left, we should talk about these things. We should make fun of these things. And then, there's a moment of learning that should come after the fun, where you actually look shit up and you learn about it, right? Because my intention wasn't even to like disparage drag shows. I've been to drag shows. It's just, to me, what it made me think of, because I do have kind of a silly mind, is, people put on makeup and dance on the stage. That to me is like clown, right? Like, to me, any theater kid really is a clown, right?
You also have I don't know how do I say this correctly without doxing you. The word clown in America, in American English, I think conjures up a slightly different.
I get it. It's like a pejorative.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. So how do I put this? I feel like people on your continent would be more prone to taking the idea of clownery seriously, if that makes sense.
Okay, dude. All right. Okay.
I'm saying there's more. There's like a history, right? Where here it's.
I get it.
If you call someone a clown, you're calling them a buffoon, and there's not really any other context for it.
I shouldn't have called them clown. I should have called them a circus.
No, I think you could say that, well, there seems like there's elements that overlap with clownery or something like that. I don't know if just saying they are clowns. I mean, that's a little reductive.
So here's my intention was also like clowns are like it demystifies it. Like people have decided that drag.
Right. No. I understand. Yeah. You're also like, well, you don't think. Yeah. You were talking. I mean, the point you were trying to make was essentially, like clowns are not harmful. They're not hurting anybody, right? So, like this notion that
unless it's Pennywise.
This notion that drag. Yeah, but that's explicitly an evil clown, right? I suppose if there were an evil drag show, drag queen or whatever, right?
Do you know what Pennywise would be called if he was black?
Oh no! What?
Dollar Smart.
That's what it'd be called if he were black.
Yeah, Pennywise, Dollar Smart. I don't fucking know.
I don't understand. You only inverted. You inverted the penny and the dollar thing, right? You're like, oh, small denomination, bigger denomination. But wise and smart are themselves synonyms. You didn't invert that one. The expression is penny wise, pound foolish, right? Meaning, you're smart. You save money in silly little ways, but then you.
Okay, let me try that. Let me try that. Dollar smart, fat retard.
Yeah. You know what? That's good. You got it. What? What? I don't know. I don't know what to make of this.
Hate mail, everybody. Let's get back to the hate mail.